Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video might be a pretty interesting video because today's the day where I'm basically spending the entire day just having my 6-year-old cousin's diet. Now this video might be one of the most interesting videos, or it might be one of the most easiest videos because my 6-year-old cousin, he is literally the world's fussiest eater, the world's fussiest picker. So today's the day where I possibly could have a full meal for my breakfast, lunch, dinner, or I could literally be having nothing at all because like I was saying, he's literally the world's fussiest eater, the world's fussiest picker. So either way, it could be a good day or a bad day. But with my 6-year-old cousin, he literally snacks a lot throughout the entire day. So basically today, even if I don't have like anything for my breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and I'm basically full of snacks because like I was saying, he snacks throughout the entire day. So basically, because he snacks throughout the entire day, I have to do the exact same. And to be honest, his snack choices are actually pretty interesting. I mean, literally pretty interesting. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoy. If you do, smash big thumbs up, subscribe down below. And without further ado, let's get started. This is a day where I basically eat my 6-year-old cousin's diet. And not gonna lie, for breakfast, I'm actually pretty excited for because he literally has the most simplest breakfast. For breakfast, he might have like a chocolate croissant or something like that, but yesterday I actually brought the Galaxy croissants, which for the first time I saw because I knew that they do the Milky Way one and the Mars bar one, but to be honest I had no idea if they did the Galaxy one. So yesterday I got that, and hopefully for breakfast he actually has that, but not gonna lie, it's actually pretty nice. So I will say have some breakfast and hopefully, just hopefully, fingers crossed, it's something pretty nice and simple. Right guys, I just had my breakfast and obviously I look a bit different because obviously I went for a haircut. So on the way to the barber's, I actually had the Galaxy croissant and not gonna lie, it was actually pretty nice. I feel like I would definitely have that more often. I feel like it's a lot more nicer than the Milky Way one and the Mars bar one, well in my opinion anyway. But anyway, I am about to get a shower because obviously I just had a haircut, and then for the rest of the day, to be honest, I have no idea what I might have, but I know for a fact he definitely snacks a lot throughout the entire day. So today's the day where I'm basically going to be snacking throughout the entire day, and to be honest I have no idea what type of snacks he might have, but I'm hoping that will actually be pretty good snacks. I have no idea, but I am about to get a shower and I will see you guys after my shower, and then we decide on my snacks, my lunch and my dinner because right now I literally have no idea what they will be. Right guys, I just had my shower and I think the current time right now it is about 2:15, so I've just had my shower and I'm about to go for my first snack. Now my 6-year-old cousin, he has literally got such a massive, and I mean a massive sweet tooth because obviously he snacks throughout the entire day, and most of the things that he snacks on is like chocolates, crisps, stuff like that. So I want downstairs and get some chocolate to see which one he wants, and then obviously have the one that he has because obviously that's the one that he has. I think I just waffled or said the same thing twice, I have no idea, but yeah, I'm gonna go through snacks and see which one he likes and obviously have that. I just realized in this box, okay, in this box, I thought we had Ferrero Rochers because obviously Ferrero Rochers is literally one of his favorite chocolate, but this one might be another one of his favorite. This is actually the Lindor chocolate, so I feel like I'm trying to think, did he have this before? I have no idea. But either way, any chocolate is literally his favorite chocolate. So I'm gonna have this, and then obviously I'll get back to you guys once I've had this. By the way, I literally had no idea that I actually do Lindor in the massive bar because me and my family always get Lindor and we always get the chocolate like Red Bulls because they're so much better. But I feel like being in a bar, it might taste a lot better. I have no idea. So I'm gonna have this and I'll get back to you guys once I've actually had it. And hopefully, fingers crossed, it's not too sick because Lindor is actually sickly and apparently it's not called Lindor like I always call it Lindor from this brand. Apparently it's called Lind. Right guys, I am now in the car because I am actually at Asda to actually get my lunch. Basically for my lunch I was thinking of like getting sushi because recently he's actually liked sushi. I remember when he came like 2 years ago, he basically didn't like sushi because obviously it was like dry fish for him, so he didn't like it. But 2 years later he actually likes sushi and I'm actually amazed, and I think at home he's also having lasagna, so I'm gonna have sushi and lasagna for my lunch. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it will actually fill me up before my dinner. Who knows? But not gonna lie, I also realized with my lasagna, I have to have the exact portion size that he has as well, which not gonna lie is completely different to mine, because I go for a bigger portion and he goes for a smaller portion. So hopefully with the smaller portion, I will still be pretty full for the entire day. Right guys, I'm still in the car because obviously we're doing shopping today and I still actually have my lunch in the car. So for whilst I'm in the car, I'll quickly have my lunch, and then once I'll get home, I'll have lasagna. So I'm gonna try the salmon and prawn sushi, which I have tried before. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it will taste pretty nice. Right guys, I am now home and I am about to have the sushi which I brought earlier. This is the salmon and the prawn one, and I think I tried before but from Tesco, and this is the first time that I tried for Asda. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it will taste pretty nice. But I'll give you guys a taste test of me trying the sushi, and then later on after I had this, we could try lasagna. Right guys, taste test of the sushi. I think we should try the smaller one because not gonna lie, it's actually pretty nice. And I think this one is the cucumber one, so give it a try. And then we have this square sushi. So I mean, not gonna lie, this looks pretty interesting. I think it has like salmon, like peppers and cheese inside, so taste test. Not gonna lie, that's actually pretty nice. So I will sit here and have the rest of my sushi, and then I feel like after this I will definitely be full. I have no idea. If I do have lasagna, I'll let you guys know, but I feel like after this I might be full. I have no idea. This is lasagna we made last night, and obviously last night I think we actually made it at 9:30, and by then I already had my dinner. But you know what, I'll try it now, and I think this is the chicken lasagna or the lamb lasagna. I have no idea, but not gonna lie, I actually prefer the chicken one because it's so much better than lamb one. Right guys, I've actually got my lasagna here, and obviously like I was saying, I had to go for like a smaller portion. I mean, on camera it may look like a big portion, but in real life this is actually tiny for me. So I feel like after having this I might be full. I have no idea, but I'll give you guys a taste test of lasagna, and I feel like it's actually chicken lasagna. Right guys, taste test of the lasagna. By the way, I'm doing this in the kitchen, so I find it very risky because anyone can actually walk in and see me do a taste test. But taste test of lasagna, and it's actually chicken lasagna, which is so much better than lamb lasagna. Not gonna lie, this is actually pretty good. Like, this is actually pretty good. Don't know why, but lasagna, it literally tastes so much nicer the day after. Like on the day it tastes like different, but the day after it tastes pretty nice, if you know what I mean. Anyway, I'm about to have this and I'll see you guys in a little while. It's time for my snack. I feel like for snack it's going to be like a pretty light snack, so I'll see you guys time for my snack. Pretty nice. Also, I realized he actually drinks a lot of water throughout the day. Like for breakfast, he drinks water. For lunch, he drinks water. Obviously, with our dinner, we have a drink. But throughout the entire day, he drinks a lot of water. And me drinking a lot of water, not gonna lie, it might make my skin look pretty good. I have no idea. Right, guys, time has actually gone on, and I've actually got my snack. I've actually got the Milky Way crispy roll. By the way, these chocolates are literally the best chocolates, and it's actually broken on the inside. Which, to be honest, I have no idea how this actually happened. But I'll give you guys taste test of the Milky Way crispy roll. And by the way, me and my cousin, we literally are obsessed with these. I feel like the kitchen might be like a pretty new place for like me trying food because the lighting in this kitchen is actually insane. But the Milky Way crispy roll is actually broken on the inside, which to be honest I have no idea how that actually happened. But, oh, and it's melted, so that's pretty good. But yeah, taste test. Honestly, this might be my new favorite chocolate, and by the way, if you guys haven't tried them, then I would highly recommend you guys to try it because it's literally so nice. So I'm gonna have this and I'll see you guys once I've actually had this. Right guys, time has actually gone on. It is currently about 8:30 and it is now time for my final meal, which is dinner. And not gonna lie, I actually am pretty hungry. The last time that I had something, or last time that I filmed was like 5:30, 4:30, I have no idea. But it's been a couple hours later now and I'm actually pretty hungry. And for our dinner, I think downstairs they're actually making burgers wrap, and with the meat, they're actually using leftover chicken from my Valima 2 weeks ago. Like, I don't know why my family actually do this, but my bully meal was like nearly 2 weeks ago, and obviously they froze the chicken and 2 weeks later they're using it to make burgers and wraps. So let me know in the comments down below if your family does the exact same, because I feel like my family, every single like wedding event that we have had, they've always froze the meat, and usually like 2 weeks or 3 weeks later. I'm not gonna lie, I don't trust it because it might be off. So instead of me actually using that, I thought, okay, I'm gonna use like the modified chicken because it's like so much better and I trust it, and plus I brought it like yesterday. So instead I'm gonna have that, and I feel like I might go for 2 burgers because obviously, if you guys don't know, my 6-year-old cousin, he has tiny portions of his breakfast, lunch and dinner, and because I'm actually pretty hungry, I thought, you know what, I'm having 2 burgers. And I mean, they're like tiny burgers, so I could get through 2 of them. I have no idea. But I'm gonna say, have some dinner, and basically downstairs it's actually pretty hectic. I mean, even though we actually have a massive kitchen, it's still pretty hectic. So I'll show you guys that, and hopefully after this I will feel less hungry, more hungry. But after my dinner we're gonna make chocolate strawberries, so not gonna lie, that's actually a pretty nice dessert to have. I also picked up the Dr. Pepper. It's actually one of my favorite drink, and it's also one of my cousin's favorite drink, and obviously when we have our dinner together, but I can't believe we actually share the same drink. Right guys, I just finished off making chocolate strawberries, and not gonna lie, they actually turned out pretty good. One of the things that I found pretty crazy, basically this time around I actually put them in the fridge for like half an hour and they actually came out pretty good. But last time that I did that, I think I put it in the fridge for like half an hour, 20 minutes, and they turned out so like bad because it didn't set properly. But this time around I did the exact same thing, like left in the fridge for like half an hour and they set properly and they were actually pretty good. So not gonna lie, can't complain. But overall it's been a pretty good day, and basically this video has actually been a pretty interesting video, and I don't think I will do it again because me and my 6-year-old cousin, we have complete different diets. I mean, obviously he likes different things and I like different things, and you know, some of the stuff that he had I used to have when I was his age, and now I don't because obviously I gone off it. I mean, I will have it here and there but not like every single day like he does. But like I was saying, he is such a fussy eater, such a fussy picker. Like he will fuss at his breakfast, lunch and dinner, but when it actually comes to dessert or like sweet stuff, he'll have it straight away. So when it came to actually having chocolate strawberries, not gonna lie, I wasn't surprised at all because he had that straight away. But even though the guy drinks a lot of water, he has a sweet tooth, like literally a bad sweet tooth. Overall, it's been a pretty interesting day, and I feel like I might do this video again but with a different one of my cousins, because I feel like it'll be a lot different if I do it with like my 12-year-old cousin or my 10-year-old cousin. So if you guys want something like that, let me know in the comments down below. But out of all the meals that I've definitely had today, I will definitely rate my breakfast and my dinner because obviously that was actually pretty good. I mean, lunch was also pretty good, but it was like leftover lasagna, and also I brought sushi earlier from the shop. So all the meals that I'll definitely rate is my breakfast and my dinner, also dessert, because it was the first time that they actually came out pretty good. But like I was saying, it's been a pretty good day, and I feel like I will do this video again with like my 12-year-old cousin or my 11-year-old cousin. So if you guys want that, let me know in the comments down below. Anyway, I really hope you guys enjoy. If you do, smash a big thumbs up, subscribe down below, and I'll see you all for a brand new video very soon. Peace.